Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raj, your HR pal. A quick intro about me. I come with 2 decades of experience in the field of HR, served with top IT majors. I am back again with yet another interesting topic, how to gain respect from others. Exciting, isn't it? Let's get into the video. Everyone will agree with me. We all deserve love, care, attention, respect, so on and so forth, right? Love, care, attention, at least, we will get it from our loved ones. But respect is something that all of us expect not just from our loved ones but beyond as well, right? And hence, respect is important no matter what. Remember, folks, respect is an essential component of any healthy relationship, whether it's in your personal or professional life, right? But earning respect can be challenging, right? If you don't know where to start. In today's video, we will discuss the essential skills and behaviors that can help you build respect from others. Alright, so let's get into the video. Here are a few tips and strategies that can help you gain the required respect from others. The first is don't mistreat others and don't let others mistreat you. Right? Very important, because if we want respect from others or if we want others to treat us well, it's very important to ensure that we treat them with respect, right? If we treat them worse, they will reciprocate the same. In simple words, give respect and take respect. Everyone will have a personal boundary defined, and we should ensure that we don't cross that boundary in any situation. Because if we cross that boundary, it will create a situation as if we are teasing them, and obviously we won't get the respect. So it's very important to choose the right words and be mindful in what we talk. We shouldn't treat someone in our professional life the way we treat our friends. If we do so, we will lose the respect. If we start respecting others, others will also start respecting us in the same way, right? Most of the times. If they don't respect, don't accept it, right? Either you tell them that, the way that they are talking is incorrect, or the way they are treating you is incorrect, and they better respect you, right? Or worst case, ignore them. But do not adjust if someone is not respecting you, saying that, okay, they are like that only. The way of talking of this person is that way only, okay? And you encourage them to be what they are, right? If that happens, then you will definitely lose respect. Remember, there are also people watching how others behave at us. If you encourage one person to, be without giving respect to you, maybe someone else will also repeat this. It's very important to ensure that, one, we don't mistreat others. Second, we don't let others mistreat us. The second tip is to be authentic, means being true to yourself, right? And people respect those who are true to themselves, who speak their minds, who live their values, right? So, don't try to be someone that you are not, or don't pretend to be something that you are not, right? Because, being authentic means being genuine and honest in the interactions that you have with others. When you're authentic, people can trust you, and they are more likely to respect, right? When we say authentic, these are the key attributes. One, be honest. Honesty is the foundation of authenticity, right? So be what you are, be honest to express your feelings, be honest to share your views, opinions, speak your mind, and be truthful in the conversations that you have with others, right? The next is not to be a people pleaser, because when you start pleasing others, then it means you're not trying to be truthful to yourself, right? Be confident in your beliefs and the values, and don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, right? The next is to be consistent, right? So be consistent in your words and actions. Don't change statements. When you're consistent, then people know what to expect from you, and they are more likely to respect and trust you, right? The next is to embrace your quirks. Like many a times this doesn't happen, right? When there's something that has happened out of fluke, it's okay to say that it happened out of fluke, but many a times it so happens that, we tend to boost ourselves that it happened because of our skill. But there's something that has happened out of fluke, it's very unique to share. And if you share that, there is more likely that, people will trust your genuinity and people will respect it. Being authentic takes a lot of courage, and take my word, folks, it's worth it. So be true to yourself, be true to others, and automatically people will trust you and respect will fall in place. The third tip is the dressing sense. While I regret to say this, but people judge based on our dress, based on our color, based on our hair, based on our look, based on our appearance, etc. I mean, even if we don't want to judge people based on all of these attributes, but people continue to judge based on these attributes. So, hence, dressing is very important. Dress well, groom well, look neat and clean, be hygienic, right? I mean, if not for others, for yourself, because you will start getting respect on yourself. Let me give you an example. Let's say you wear a shirt which is not ironed or shrunk, right, and go to a mall. You will see that there is someone who's following you wherever you go. I mean, this has happened to me in my early days. When I did not have a mood to dress very well and go for a shopping. I wore whatever I got and I went to a mall, and I saw that the salesperson was following me wherever I went. While it's irritating, the way that the person was following is, ये खरीदने के लिए आया या चुराने के लिए आया. That's the sort of mind that people will have over there. I know that he was treating that way because I was dressed that way, right? It's awkward, right? If you don't want to get into such situations, then dress well, right? Because it's a matter of disrespect. At least for that sake, you should take care of your appearance, right? If you're going to office, dress appropriately. It could be formals or business casuals. If you're studying, going to college, dress appropriately as per what is needed there. And if you're going out, then dress appropriately for that, right? It can be for fun, it can be for anything else, right? So, dress as per the place and the situation, and you will get the respect that you need. The fourth tip is to show empathy. It means, you understand and share the feelings of others, right? It's very crucial to show empathy towards others, especially in the workplace, because if you show empathy, right, you create a connection. You let the other person know that you have heard, you have understood, and this can help in building trust and in turn respect. Here are some ways on how you can show empathy. Listen actively. When someone is speaking, focus on what they are saying, right? Avoid distractions. And if you have to acknowledge, nod your head so that, they feel that you're actively listening to them, right? I mean, if there are some questions to ask. And maybe, towards the end, you can summarize on, the overall discussion itself. The second is to put yourself in others' shoes. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Imagine how they might be feeling, right? And consider what you would do if you are in that situation. I mean, this will help in building trust. The third is to validate their feelings, right? I mean, when there's someone who's expressing their emotions, ensure that you acknowledge their emotions. I mean, don't make fun of it. I mean, don't laugh, and show that you understand what they are going through. This helps them feel that they are heard and they are understood, right? The fourth is to offer support, right? If there's someone who is going through a tough time, give a helping hand. Ask them how you can help and be there for them. This shows that you care, and this will help you build trust with them, and in turn they will respect you. The last is to show kindness. Small acts of kindness can go a long way in showing empathy. It could be offering a kind word or a smile or a gesture of support. These acts of kindness can show that you are empathetic, and it can help in building a positive relationship. Showing empathy takes practice, but it's worthwhile. When you show empathy, you build deeper connections with them, right? And they are more likely to trust and respect you. The fifth tip is to be reliable or taking responsibility, right? If you are a teenager, then it's okay if you are not taking the responsibility. But when you transition from a boy to a man, girl to a woman, then it's very important to take the responsibility that are meant for us, right? I mean, let's keep the workplace aside. Taking responsibilities means, going to a job or a work, taking care of the family and standing for the family when the family is in trouble. So, or, let's say your friend is in a problem and you stand with the friend. All these are basic responsibilities. If you do all of this at the right time, right, then automatically you will gain respect. This is applicable at the workplace as well. When you make a commitment, follow through it, be punctual, deliver on your promises, right, and take responsibility for your actions. This shows that you are dependable. People are more likely to respect those who can be counted. Here are some ways on how you can be reliable. First, keep your promises. I mean, when you make a promise, keep it. Don't make promises that you cannot meet. This shows that you are dependable and trustworthy. The next is to be punctual. Be on time, which shows that you value the other person's time. Even if you are running late, ensure that you inform the person as soon as possible. Being punctual shows that you are reliable and respectful. The next is to communicate clearly, right? So communication is the key to be reliable. Be clear on your commitments and expectations. If there's a change in the plan, communicate it clearly and in a timely manner. The next is to be consistent. Consistent is the key. Be consistent in your actions and behaviors. When you are consistent, people know what to expect from you and they are more likely to trust and respect you. The last is to take responsibility, right? If you make a mistake, take responsibility of the mistake. Don't blame on others or make excuses, right? I mean, if you take responsibility of your mistakes, it shows that you are accountable and reliable. When you are reliable, you build trust and respect with others. And you can be a valuable team member or a person in your community. Moving on to the next tip, and the most important, accomplish your goals, right? So, however well you are dressed, however well you communicate, however reliable you are, however empathetic you are, right? If you are not successful, then you don't get the respect. I mean, I'm just telling you what happens in a real life situation. So, example, let's say, there is someone who's been preparing for the exams. Nobody would have even thought about that person, right? Let's say he clears the exam with flying colors, gets a wonderful job, and you will see that, there are a lot of people around him, right? People come searching for him. Suddenly, you realize that there's a lot of respect for the same person. And that's the reality. I mean, when you accomplish goals, you get respect. Another example, let's say, there's someone who is, graduated and unemployed at home, right? Do not get respect. The moment the same person goes to job, automatically he gets respected. Though this is also a regrettable thing, but that's the reality. So it's very important for us to meet our goals and be successful. On the other side, if someone respects or not, these are our goals, right? I mean, it's very important for us to meet those goals and accomplish. Remember, folks, I am not saying that, we should force ourselves to meet the goals to get respect, right? What I'm trying to say here is, these are our goals. It's important for us to meet those goals, achieve those goals, accomplish those goals. And by doing that, we will get the respect automatically. The next tip is to ensure that you don't boost yourself too much. Let me give you an example. Let's say there's a person who's so very successful and always keeps talking about his success, always keeps boasting about himself. In such scenarios, we would be feeling, why is he or she boasting so much? And eventually what happens is, we tend to reduce the respect towards that person. On the other side, there's another person who's very successful and tends to not talk too much or tends to not boost himself or herself too much. And we will respect that person more. Even if we have the urge and we control to boost ourselves, then automatically respect will follow. Let me give you another example. Let's say someone goes to a foreign trip or has a lunch dinner in a star hotel, right? They take the snaps, pictures, post it on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. Intent of posting is that, others by seeing these pics will feel happy or jealous, right? But in reality, that doesn't happen. Many people don't share the same happiness that you would have had while, sharing the pictures. I wouldn't say it's a waste, but showing off lifestyle can be avoided. At a workplace, same situations also take place. There's something that, you have been recognized with. Don't keep boosting yourself in front of others, right? It's okay to take a moment to, feel happy about what you have been recognized for, right? But don't keep talking about the same thing again and again. Eventually, people will start avoiding you and this can lead to disrespect. The next tip is to be open-minded. Being open-minded means you are willing to listen to different perspectives, different views, different ideas, different opinions. It's important to be open to new ideas, approaches, and solutions, right? This shows that you are adaptable and flexible, right? And people respect those who can think out of the box. Here are some ways on how you can be open-minded. 1. Listen to different perspectives. When someone presents a different perspective, listen with an open mind, right? Try to understand their point of view even if you disagree with the perspective. The next is to consider alternative solutions. When you're faced with a problem, right, consider alternative solutions. Don't be rigid just with your thinking. The next is to avoid judgments. Don't be quick to judge others based on their beliefs and values. Be respectful of different opinions and beliefs even if you don't agree with them. The next is to embrace diversity. I mean, accept different cultures, backgrounds, beliefs, and learn from them. Next is to be willing to change, right? I mean, if you made a mistake, it's okay to admit and be willing to change, right? So that the same mistake do not happen. Don't be rigid. If there's someone who comes with a better solution, right? Don't be adamant with just your thought process, right? Be willing to change. Being open-minded takes practice, but it's very essential to build trust and gain respect. The last tip is to stop showing your vanity or ego, right? And the moment you are not egoistic, the moment you show others that you are not egoistic and you value everyone, right? Automatically the respect will fall in place. While all of us want others to respect us, but my view is little different. I should respect myself first, and I should not be caring too much about others' behavior. This is the most simple thing. If we respect ourselves, then we will respect others. If we respect ourselves, we will tend to dress well, we will tend to work on our appearance, we will tend to work towards accomplishing our goals, we will tend to take responsibility, we will take every possible care for ourselves, right? And eventually, the resultant of all of these is people respecting us. If we respect ourselves, I mean, we don't need other person's validation, right? So we don't need that show off at all. Very simple. Respect yourself first. Just ensure that you respect yourselves, you respect others, and be respected by others. It could be at workplace, or it could be at home, or anywhere possible. Remember, folks, respect is earned and not demanded. And same ways, if you don't give respect to others, others will not respect you. It is a two-way street. Gaining respect is not a one-time task, right? It requires continuous effort. And lastly, gaining respect is very important when it comes to having healthy and fulfilling relationships, both in personal and professional life. I hope the tips and strategies that we discussed as part of this video was helpful to you. If yes, like the video, share it with your friends, family members, and people in your community, and comment if you have any similar experiences. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe and click the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload any new video. Thanks for watching. I'll meet you again with another interesting topic. Do what you love, stay happy, and stay tuned.